Our work to build a better Bay Area means keeping a close eye on our economy. And for Silicon Valley, recent layoffs at some of the biggest names in tech are top of mind. But tonight, ABC 7 News reporter Amanda Del Castillo got some insight showing Silicon Valley is not in crisis mode as much as you might think.
It isn't about perceived doom and gloom, rather the cyclical Silicon Valley bust and boom. The message from joint venture Silicon Valley's president and CEO Russell Hancock, addressing the organization's annual Silicon Valley Index report, which provides an overview of the region's economy over the past year. Describing the tech sector currently, Hancock says the valley is experiencing more of an adjustment than a crisis, despite the recent wave of big tech layoffs across the Bay Area.
It's a tremendous upheaval and displacement. And so those people who are going through that kind of pain are in a world of hurt. I understand that. However, there is good news.
Hancock says Silicon Valley has more job openings being advertised than cuts. Adding studies show most tech workers are also landing on their feet within 3 months. It's all part of an expected pattern, he says, one that saw an expansion during the COVID outbreak.
The bust usually comes every 8 or 10 years, but we've had a 15-year run. And when we hit that calamitous event, the pandemic, that turned out not to be a bust. That turned out to be a bonanza.
But now companies are scaling back.
They hired so many people during pandemic. Now they're questioning if this is the same momentum of the purchasing and online and activity is going to continue. Time, just told us we have seen that it's not the case.
San Jose State professor and tech expert Ahmed Banafa echoing index researchers who found the region has come to rely on 3 companies, accounting for nearly 20% of tech jobs.
The tech employment in Silicon Valley is actually based on 3 companies, which is Apple and Google and Meta or Facebook. There are more companies.
Researchers estimate 30 tech companies employ more than 40% of tech workers in Silicon Valley and San Francisco. Hancock says though many tech workers are experiencing their first downturn now, the overall job cuts only represent about 2% of the tech workforce.
During the bust, you shouldn't become overly despondent. And during the booms, you shouldn't become overly euphoric.
In Silicon Valley, I'm Amanda Del Castillo, ABC 7 News.